Sometimes you need a cake that's a little bit special, and this is that cake. It's my passion fruit and pistachio cake. It's really...
Love the way she said that. Say it again.
Passion fruit and pistachio. So like a bit seductive and then a bit energetic. But so it's really delicious, and you can have it in the afternoon with a cup of tea. But actually I've served it for pudding with banana ice cream, and it went down really, really well. So I thoroughly recommend it, and of course it is super easy. So for the cake, you'll need some butter at room temperature, caster sugar, pistachios, ground almonds, plain flour, and a little bit of baking powder, some Greek yogurt, eggs, and the zest of an orange. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the caster sugar. Here it is. I'm going to stick it in a bowl.
Woo. With the butter?
And then, yeah, can you put the butter in?
And you're going to cream them together?
I am, yes. Why is that sugar?
Because half's golden and half's normal.
Oh, okay, cool. So now I just need to add all the other ingredients. I've got some pistachios here. They're not salted, so don't buy the salted ones. And
or the ones that are in shells. That would be awful.
I've kept a couple of these back, and that's to go on the top. And then we have the ground almonds. And stick those in. The flour. This is the yogurt.
Orange?
Yeah, I'll grate it. And what else? I think that's it. Now I just need to put half in this cake tin and half in this cake tin, and you put them in for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm going to check after 20. For the icing, you need some butter, cream cheese, icing sugar, the juice of a passion fruit, and a tablespoon of granola. So the first thing you need to do is just put some butter, room temperature, into the mixer and just give it a bit of a mix. And then here we have some cream cheese.
Perfect.
Splodge. And now we've got the icing sugar. So will this all cloud up?
Yeah.
Balloon. Woo! Sorry, really will.
Yes. So orange juice in.
Yep.
Smells delicious. If you've never made a cream cheese icing before, they're very easy and they're really lovely.
And I prefer them to butter. Butter can just be a bit too buttery. Right, so that is some orange. And then I've got a lovely, very ripe passion fruit.
They're in season at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. And then I'm not going to use the actual seeds just because it all looks a bit messy. Because I'm doing this and taking photos, I'm going to make it look as pretty as I can.
So I'm going to pop this in the fridge to firm up. Cake's about to come out of the oven and it's going to cool. Ooh. Yummy, yummy.
There we go.
One.
Numero uno.
Yum.
So I'm just going to let those cool a little bit, take them out of the tins and let them cool on a wire rack. As anticipated, one is slightly more golden than the other. Which one do you think should go on top?
That one.
Maybe that one, yeah. You always want to make sure that you do the jam or the marmalade right to the edges because it makes such a difference. Then I'm going to pick up this cake without cracking it.
That might have been me. When I put it out, it did kind of bend slightly. So these kind of things happen when you bake cakes.
They do, to me, quite a lot. So what I've cunningly done is I've kept it so that the underside of this one is okay too, so we can flip it over and put it on the top. So it should be fine.
Leap. It's alright, doesn't matter. It's giving icing on top. No one will notice.
Right, I need 4 hands for this.
Okay, 1, 2, 3,
Up.
go. God, it's like moving a patient, you know, when they go 1, 2, 3, go.
So now, this smells delicious. It's really creamy. And luckily, I think it's going to hide that little break. And then what I've got over here are some pistachios that I've reserved. And I'm just going to break them up a bit because that sort of telltale green of the nut I think looks so nice. And then I'm going to scatter some lovely Lizi's pistachio and passion fruit granola over the top of the cake, just for a bit of crunch. It may have 2 hefty cracks in it, but who would know? So we have realised that this cake is slightly flatter than your normal cake, and the reason for that is that we forgot to put...
Say we? Whose recipe?
I may not have put some baking powder in the cake. Yes. So there's literally no raising agent in this at all.
It looks.
But I kind of think, well, that's quite a good experiment, isn't it? Because we know that if you put no raising agent in a cake, it still raises a little bit.
Let's just check if it's...
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding.
That's what they say.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Maybe
I'm going to give you a
less
slab.
than that. That's massive.
She looks like she needs feeding up. There we go. Oh, looks gorgeous.
There we go.
Really lovely. Give myself a smaller slab.
Yeah. She's a bit of a feeder.
Well, no, it's not. I'm just a bit worried about the raising agent.
What's it like?
Really yummy. Really, really yummy. Marmalade and all. See you later.
See ya. Bye.
Crispy duck is one of my favourite things to eat.
And mine.
But I'm trying to eat a little less meat, a little less duck. So I've come up with a recipe for vegan crispy duck that isn't really duck at all. It's tofu.
Is it crispy?